I didn't drink coffee for my whole life, and now I drink it partly as a cultural thing, just kind of a college thing, but also just for the caffeine.
I started drinking coffee when I was about 10 years old, and now it's a routine. Every morning my mom gets up and makes a pot of coffee, and then I have some, and then my father has some, and we meet at the Keurig throughout the day.
I remember sitting in the grass with her holding this big mug of coffee. I was really small. I was like playing in a sandbox, like next to the grass or something. I don't know. And I was like, oh, I want to taste it. And she was like, no, but okay. And I tasted it. I was like, oh, wow, that's disgusting.
I tried it when I was younger, and I think I tried just black coffee, but I hated it.
I don't find the taste necessarily enjoyable unless you put a lot of flavored cream and sugar into it.
It's a horrible memory. The day I realized that it was Sunday, being heavily addicted to coffee.
En me levant ce matin, je me suis dit, si j'écrivais une chanson pour midi, comme ça au soir je la chante aux amis, ils en rêveront la nuit. Après une douche et un bon café, je me suis donc assis pour travailler. Quand soudain le téléphone a sonné, je suis toujours dérangé. Quand je raccroche, il est presque 11h30. Ça gargouille déjà pas mal dans mon ventre. Je ne peux vraiment pas le faire attendre. Tu es sur la mauvaise pente. À l'heure du goûter, j'ai trouvé le titre. À l'heure du souper, j'ai trouvé 2 titres. La nuit tombée, l'inspiration me quitte. Mes journées passent trop vite. Il se fait tard, tant pis pour aujourd'hui. J'essaierai demain après une bonne nuit. J'écrirai une chanson.
Coffee for some people is like a rite of passage. Like I'm in college now, like an avid coffee drinker. I know a lot of people say that they've like developed a taste for coffee. They're like, I really like it now that I've been drinking it for a while. But for me, it's just kind of an alternative to other sources of caffeine.
I thought it was interesting that the college mailed us a coffee cup before our freshman year, and in the note that they sent along with it, it said, if you don't drink coffee yet, you'll start soon.
I'd say at school, in the beginning of the quarter, I try and tame myself, maybe coffee not every day or just once a day. At 10th week, I just kind of chug it a little bit.
I wake up, have about 2 cups of coffee before class. Then I go to class, and then at lunch, I'll have another 2 cups of coffee. Then I'll go back to class. After class, I'll go to my room and make a pot of coffee, have 2 or 3 cups, do some homework, and then at dinner, I'll have another few cups. If I plan on staying up late that night, I might have some more when I go back to my room.
It's addicting. It's addicting for me to the point where I drink too much in a quarter, and right now, when I actually need it, I feel sick when I drink it. So now it kind of backlashes a little bit.
If I know that I haven't had coffee, then I assume that I need it.
I'm just sitting there drinking a cup of coffee, I like it. Like, I'm just like, oh, I got my cup of coffee, it's cool. Like,
Whenever I get a coffee and a Red Bull at the bookstore, it's kind of like, oh, staying up late? Yeah, me too.
Not having coffee for about 19 days did put me through a bit of a caffeine withdrawal. I learned my lesson, though. When I went on the Everglades trip, I packed chocolate-covered espresso beans so that I wouldn't have to be without.
Everyone's just constantly taking coffee because it's like a symbol that they're staying up late, they're stressed.
I'm a really energetic person to begin with, so it's almost counterintuitive for me to drink it, but I'm a level of hyper kind of on average that I can crash pretty easily, so it also just kind of keeps what I think is my normal hyper going.
I think coffee a lot of times, rather than an addiction, it becomes like a habit. Like Sam gets up every morning and she'll have her coffee. It's just part of her day. I don't think it's like she wakes up and she's like, oh, I need coffee. I've been craving this coffee. I think for a lot of people it's just part of their day. Just a routine.
Like, be okay with just having a cup every now and then just because I like it still, but once I'm tired or back in school and I kind of get in a rhythm, it's really easy for me to become actually addicted again and have to work to stop drinking it.
I'd say I'm addicted to caffeine, but coffee's not my main source of caffeine.
Okay. So for you, there's a distinction between caffeine intake and coffee intake.
Yes. So if you drink a cup of coffee and then you drink a bottle of soda, you've consumed a lot of caffeine, not just coffee, which is usually how I do it.
It's just a dream made of cream. It happens night and day. Drops of moon splashing down from up the Milky Way. I'm the coffee, you're the milk. Let's play this game again. Yeah.
I get headaches if I don't have enough caffeine.
Usually, I like to drink coffee after I eat breakfast, otherwise it feels weird in my stomach.
And then if after the point of getting headaches, I continue to not have caffeine.
Especially if I've been drinking a lot of coffee. Like, the more coffee I've been drinking, the worse it feels in my stomach, so.
Occasionally the headache will get bad enough that I become nauseous. Then I really need coffee.
I feel best if I only have it in the morning.
I think that coffee gives me a marker throughout the day. Like I have 2 cups in the morning, 2 cups at lunch, and it just helps me regulate my time. And it also gives me enough energy to just get through class and stay awake at night.
When it makes me feel really badly, like if I overdrink coffee too much, then I feel scared about it. It's gonna rip my stomach apart.
Do you ever get caffeine headaches?
Not really. I might as well have an IV drip of caffeine. I'm always drinking caffeine. So no. Like I have like soda with dinner, coffee occasionally, but I'm not sure. Not anymore.
Could you stop drinking it?
Yeah. Depending on when I stop drinking it, it would be harder, or sometimes than others, but I could. Right now, it would be really hard.
Thought it was awful. But I also thought that this is what adulthood was. Adults drink coffee and other terrible things.
But coffee is just addicting. And it tastes really good until you're gone. Done for.
Hi, can I get a mocha?
Sure, what size?
Top. want mocha?
Sad. You want more whipped cream?